Let's stay on you writing with music and all of that, because I do music, and and I've been conflicted many times as far as like what type of song I wanna write, and I've tried to do like gospel rap, all of that, and I can make some of the hardest raps, but it just be no substance. No, it's just reckless, violent, just man, real destructive music.
To instrumentals and stuff. That's how I think, bro. Like when I meditate, man, I may put on, man, a Young Dog play with your beat
Yeah,
instrumental
yeah,
and just vibe to the instrumental. But the
yeah,
whole time I'm developing my speeches. That's why they be so rhythmic, because I
yeah,
developed it on the hip hop instrumental. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But the vibration is based on what I got inside of my mind now, where I'm at
Mm-hmm.
now, who I'm at now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because what you think about, you bring about.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's something inside of us that make it. And from time to time, I ain't gonna lie, like I'm just per still. Now I listen to some instrumental, but I will bump out, you know what I'm saying, on some of that low vibration music.
Yeah.
I'm in the gym or something like that,
Yeah.
to kind of give me that thump and that thrive. But to be more specific with your question, we have to understand the responsibility of our seat, no matter what stage we're on, be it a musician stage, a church pulpit, or just on social media in general, because we're influencing our children.
Right.
Hence the book Letter to My Son, bro.
Right.
Because see, when you think about it, right, our kids are influenced by these particular things in chronological order: home,
Right.
social media, TV, YouTube, radio, and etc. Then you got school, and then you got their peers, right?
Right.
So we think about home, bro. 64% of households in America are single-parent households, and 80% of those households are women. So the only thing that should be influence a young man should be another man.
Right.
A woman can rear him, she can feed him, she can nurture him, she can provide, but she cannot show him how to be what she is not. And he can only be what he see. So if 64% of the households is single parent, 80% is women, then they don't have the proper influence there. Then we look at TV. Show me one positive male role model on TV. Even if he a father, they got a wife and kid, they always put him in a board position. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Always put him in a board
Facts.
position. And the music, oh my God, man. You know what I'm saying? Drill, kill. It's a theme song. See, every narrative is going to have a theme song. Till you watch a movie, it got a soundtrack. Back in the day, you had how hip hop was birthed, right? It was self-destruction. You hit it for self. It was it was all positive stuff, right?
Yeah.
Then, based on the crack epidemic and the what Clinton do about the drug
Started saying
laws, dealing with those drug laws and stuff they did.
they just started going to jail for like weed.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, little stuff
going
like that. So when they
getting
did
real
the
hard time.
crack epidemic and they had them strict drug laws, then the theme song or the soundtrack for that particular scenario was what? NWA. Then the gangster music came about, because now what you put in your mind is how you function. Carter G. Wood, in his book, The Miseducation of the Negro, he said that if you can control the way a person think, you make him feel justly inferior, you don't have to tell him to go to the back door. If there isn't a back door, his mere nature will create one. You see what I'm saying? So we just got to understand the power that we possess and start to give more life so we won't experience death.
Real talk. Man, I can't even get through. I ain't made it through my questions. Every time we get to one, it's so much
Oh, you
information
good,
in
bro.
there that I gotta stay locked in on it. You said that, the things that I'm gonna just stay on the rap thing for a little longer. As far as like the things that you say or you rap about is within you. How do you go about if you know what you're saying or how you feeling is? I would say not the right way to go by life. How do you start cleaning up within?
Exposure creates expansion. The more you expose to, the more you can expand. See, when you listen to the trap music, listen to the drill music, that's what they expose to, unless they somebody that's faking. And even if they faking, they're going to end up producing those circumstances in their life because of what they're speaking. In the beginning, God said, well, he created everything with what? The word. It was the word, then it became physical flesh. So number one, exposure. Expose yourself to more books, to people, to different environments, and then your conversation gonna change. And also understand what's your chief aim. what you trying to get, because everything have a motive, and that motive brings about a results. So, do I want these young kids killing? Do I want them folks on dope? Like I never like remember everything has a soundtrack or theme music to it. So right when everybody was supposed to start getting bread, what was the theme music after the drug epidemic? Now after the dope boy epidemic, it was the dope addict epidemic. Yeah. Pop pills, sip syrup, blow money, huh?
Yeah.
So the more I'm debilitated, I can't protect myself from a predator. Right. I'm not. I'm itching. Right. I'm throwed off. Blow money, so not invest money, not blow circulate it. Money.
Blow it.
Not do it. Blow it? What type of logic does that make? When the only way we can arm ourselves against a threat is to be financially stable. And I hate using the word stable because when you're stable, you actually be unstable or unstable. You know what I'm saying? It's about consistently, just say, man, you financially, you got $1,000, you got $100,000, whatever it is. It stays stable. Then
it's
it
not
ain't growing. See, in order to grow something, you got to maintain it. So maintaining is a form of stability, but that's just a portion of the process as you grow and build. So what about real estate? The first thing that God said, we gave Adam a command. He said, man, go get some land. So what about real estate? What about if you gonna sell, though, okay, let's do it on a bigger level. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And I'm being truthful with it. There's nothing wrong with it if you're in that situation, but let's think big. Because honestly, the bigger trap houses that we have in every city is CVS and Walgreens.
Yeah.
So go get your pharmaceutical. Like, this the funny part about, bro. When I moved to Houston, bro, when I moved to Houston, it shocked me, bro. I'm cutting kids, I ain't gonna say their name. I'm cutting kids that had pharmacies. I'm talking about street cats. Okay. Talking about real deal pharmacists that hire doctors and pharmaceutical specialists to work for them, but they brick mans that got the game and got these pain clinics and stuff on a whole nother level, bro. So not only are they got bars and pills, man, they got AIDS medication, they got diabetes medication, they got sugar pills, man, they got everything, birth control. They getting their eye. So I just think that whatever we gonna do, we gotta do it to a different level because there's no right or wrong to survival, Pete. You know what I'm saying? If I try to get up and assault you right now, you defend yourself, how are you wrong? You are defending yourself. But to have an offense is offensive to the creator, bro. So if you're in a situation, get up out of this situation. But the way you get out of this situation, we got to use our gifts, bro. We all got gifts. Like I was telling a young kid today, I said, man, look.
Talking to me, bro.
I got a young kid, man, nigga, onto my that man super macking. I said, fam, you know that you can possibly be, man, a salesman, a public speaker, an attorney? Or a nigga that's still I ain't say nigga in the sense of a derogatory way. We gonna say it like Pac said, it, man, never ignorant getting goals accomplished. Right? So a kid that's never ignorant getting his goals accomplished, right? If he's stealing cars, then man, that's an auto body shop. Turn a hustle into something progressive.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? You breaking in houses, you taking items, and you selling for another price, man, get you a pawn shop.
Hey, I was ready for that one. I was going to see what you was going to say.
Everything that we only conditioned to think from a criminalistic perspective. You know what I'm saying? That's how they program us. Radio program. Television program. You see what I'm saying? So whatever we program, that's how we function. So we got to deprogram ourselves, then reprogram ourselves in the way that we choose to go. Because a lot of ways these kids are functioning, man, you do not want the result of your behavior, man. That jail is not no joke. You know what I'm saying? What you got to become ain't worth it. Then you're not thinking about who we hurt, our family, our kids. Man, it's time to think above the status quo, man. Real talk. If people say, man, well, I can't get no job. Well, have you ever thought that God is putting you in a position where you can create jobs? You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, well, my job ain't paying enough. I want to be an entrepreneur. My job ain't paying enough. Look, bro, that isn't your job. That is your investor. So you go to work from 9 to 5, and then you use that particular money to fund your 5 to 9.
That's my job. That's how.
You see what I'm saying?